No, God has already spoken to me. And that's why many followed Jesus, but few had a listening ear to hear what Jesus was speaking about. And when we talk about prophets, we find that there is a guy called Elisha. Somebody say Elisha. Elisha was a prophet who was anointed, and this prophet is something very interesting, how God can change people's careers to become his own career, because Elisha was not one of the sons of the prophet. In fact, Elisha, during the time of Elijah, the Bible speaks about him, and it says that Elisha was just a farmer taking care of his father's livestock. But when Elijah was just passing by, the Bible says he saw something unique on Elijah, and he made up his mind to follow Elijah. You see, when you want to manifest the prophetic, you have to do what we call perceiving. Somebody say perceiving. Somebody say perceiving. You cannot follow everybody, but you have to perceive one who carries your destiny. So Elisha perceived that Elijah was a man of God, and as I was doing a study, I realized that Elijah is one of the prophets who comes from